Hi, so I'm going to go through my favorite trade this week. And this was this massive 200 point move on Thursday. So I'll talk you through how I got into that. I wasn't trading pre-market Thursday. Um, I do a morning jiu-jitsu class sometimes, and so I'm away for pre-market. But this is what I seen pre-market when I was coming around 8:30, and then look at what's happened. Asia pushed down, 5 a.m., big push up. There was this good area of interest to work from. If I was online, 6 o'clock is when I'll start taking trades. So I think this is something I'd have got. It looks nice and clean, plenty of reasons to get in, plenty of upside targets. So that'd be good for at least a 3 hour trade there. And then we look at what happened. It just pushed up from there. Nice big move. So what can happen once you get a big move pre-market, London can be quite choppy and sideways, which it was until late on the session. I was online from about 8:30, so I seen London push up from the open, which is here, mm, kind of retraced down, made a new high, then failed. So that gives us a bearish bias for London. Kind of these areas of consolidation got tested, failed, and then on this big candle here, I kind of entered as it was breaking these lows. I think it was more about up there because I kind of just got whipped out. Um, so this was a break-even trade. It was my usual London setup of 10 point stop, auto break-even, 10 points in profit. So it went straight into break-even quickly, and then I got took out on that wick up, and then the trade worked. So that was quite annoying. So I kind of stayed patient and just see if anything was coming later in the session. I didn't take this long because I was more biased to thinking this would get tested again and reject. But we pushed through all this and then made a new high for the session. When we were up here, S&P 500 and Dow Jones and NQ all failing together. They're all kind of showing signs of exhaustion here. So when I see that across the three, and for an extra confirmation, the VIX was looked like it was kind of bottoming out and ready for a push up. So I entered short here. I managed it differently because of the time. So 10 o'clock UK, 12 o'clock my time, that's me done. So this is not my usual trade. So I went in half size, but double the stop. So I had a 20 point stop, half my usual size, and I didn't go break even. I just left the stop in place. And with my plan, what I was expecting to happen was just a bearish move for the rest of the day. Um, so entered there, and as you can see, when you're holding trades for longer, break even can be more of a hindrance, and this proves a point. And I got took out twice from a good trade. Um, and I was going to switch over the daily to show you why I was thinking bearish. So this was Monday. Where are we? So we closed here on Friday. Big gap down Monday. Pushed down early through Asia into the start of London, and then had a massive rally. Tuesday pushed up, tested these highs, failed. Wednesday pushed up, tried to get this high, failed. So I think the next move into tomorrow and early next week is probably to retest this low. So that's why I was thinking bearish for the day. Where I get the 200 points from, that's just a conservative ATR for NQ for the day. So what have we been today? 370 points so far. So I got 200 of them. So when your plays are, you're getting the tops and the bottoms, or trying to, you can have big targets. If you know the ATR is 300 to 400 points a day, 200 points is not crazy. So that was my thinking, and as we see, it played out nicely. I was away from the chart. I basically ended the trade, then I was away. So that's another reason I didn't want to go break even. So I just let it work. And then it's always risky holding it into New York. I don't trade New York for a reason. It kind of, for the size I trade and the tight stops, if I enter New York, I need a completely different strategy. It just doesn't work for New York because of you look at all these wicks and the volatility. It's just a complete different strategy. So it was definitely risky me holding it for the New York Open, but it worked nicely. Um, so yeah, that was my best trade this week.